He's standing in his garage, covered in dust, grease under his nails. His hair is a wild mess. The rings around his eyes are puffy as hell. And his prototype? It's still not working. It's the 2742nd version of this stupid vacuum. And once again, it sucks. It sucks at sucking. Most people would have quit after 5 tries. Hell, 10 failures is enough to break the average man's spirit. But not this guy. Quitting wasn't an option for this maniac. Fixing this problem was personal to him. This wasn't about a cleaner floor. This was about righting a wrong and proving that his innovative idea could work, and when it does, it would make so much more sense. Before he became a billionaire, before he became a household name, before he had that smug British voice in commercials, James Dyson was just a curious dude with a garage of tools and a relentless stubbornness. He studied art and design, not engineering. But he always had one question on his mind. Why is this built like shit? Some people might label him as a complainer, but he put his mind, his money, and his efforts into revolutionizing an entire industry. One day, he bought a vacuum cleaner, a fancy one, top of the line. And within months, it lost suction. Now most people would return it, maybe leave a bad review. But not that dude, Jimmy Dyson. This man tore the thing apart like a raccoon in a garbage bin and said, "This is it? This is the rubbish they're selling us?" The vacuum had a bag that clogged up constantly. So Dyson, being the out-of-the-box innovator he is, said, "What if I made one that didn't need a bag?" Simple question. Great idea. But how? This led to an insane journey. Dyson didn't have funding. He didn't have engineers. He didn't even have support from his peers. But what he did have was rage and obsession, which is basically the blueprint for innovation. He built his first prototype in his garage. It was loud, clunky, and unstable, like a caffeine addict on roller skates. Did it work? Nope, not even close. So he built another, then another, then another, then a sister, then a brother, and then another. Over the next 15 years, James Dyson built 5,126 prototypes. That's no exaggerating. Did you hear that? 5,126 failures, rejections, misfires, all funded by mortgaging his home and risking his family's future. You ever fail so hard and so often that your own bank thinks you're in a cult? And your friends think you have a gambling problem? And your family think you have mental problems? Well, that was Dyson. Then, finally, on prototype number 5,127, it worked. He built a vacuum that never lost suction, no bag, no clogging, pure airflow through cyclone technology. He took it to manufacturers. Every single one said no. They didn't want a bagless vacuum. And why wouldn't they? Because they made money selling the bags. You hear that shit? The industry rejected innovation because it was too good, because it threatened their scam. But Dyson didn't quit. He said, "Screw the middlemen," and launched the Dyson brand himself. He made the product, he marketed it, he sold it directly to the customer. And by the year 2001, he outsold every vacuum company in the United Kingdom, eventually becoming the #1 vacuum company in the world. This guy didn't invent the vacuum. He just refused to accept a broken design. He didn't come from the industry. He didn't have connections. He had tons of failure, constant doubt, and obsessive persistence. Plus, it was a good idea. And that was enough, because he wasn't just chasing a product. He was chasing a principle. Make something better and never quit on the way there. That's what makes a man dangerous. Not talent, not genius, relentless, obsessive persistence. That's the key to success. Carve that shit into stone. Today, Dyson owns a global tech company. They build hair dryers, fans, vacuums, electric vehicles, and they're still innovating. He's worth billions. He built a company without venture capital. He kept ownership. He kept control. And he teaches young engineers to value real-world building over boardroom bullshit. And the best part? He never forgot where he started. The garage, the dusty blueprints, and 1,000 broken dreams, until one finally worked and paid off, big time. So here's your Monday truth bomb. You're gonna fail. Probably today, probably tomorrow, probably 100 more times this year. But that's the point. Most people quit at prototype number 3. Winners keep building until they find the one that works, whatever your vacuum is. Your business, your body, your relationship, your dreams. Build towards your goals. Transform your behavior and your actions. And dominate with persistent effort. Even if the last 5,126 attempts failed miserably. Even if no one believes in you. Because one day, if you stay in the fight, your idea will suck exactly the way it's supposed to. This is Shawn Michaels reminding you that every failure is a prototype, every mistake is a lesson, and every man has a fork-in-the-road moment where he decides whether to quit or build the next empire. So build it, and don't stop till it blows the balls off the entire industry. And that, my friends, is your Monday morning motivation.